to another video. You guys have been asking for more of Mum and Big Bird, so
here we are.
Yes. So we have just come back from a very exciting and knackering day at the Festival of Quilts, and we bought things.
We bought lots of things.
A few things, and we thought you guys would like to see our collective fabric haul.
Yeah.
So this is probably going to be quite a long video. They usually are. Yeah. Mum and I do go a little nuts, and you don't get to go fabric shopping in person very often either, do you? So yeah, we got a little spendy. We also went to see Dibs at Selvedge and Bolts on Thursday?
Yeah,
Thursday. Yeah, we went, Saturday we're filming this. We got a little spendy there.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. I was pretty good. I went with a plan. I was going to buy a fair chunk of the Savannah viscose chalet lawn that Lady McCalls have just released. They haven't done this print on this base until very recently. Then I was buying a collection around this, and then I was going to buy one print, and we'll count the loud prints that don't match with this as we go through. That was my first purchase of the day at the Festival of Quilts. They bought a roll of 100 meters of it. He's like, yeah, we'll at some point we'll cut it off and put it on a bolt for you. And they did. So that was very exciting.
He did it with very lit up shiny eyes as well.
Big Bird, Rachel and I all ended up wearing our Savannah different dresses on the day as well. So we descended en masse to them. It was just like walking adverts and literally walking.
Where did you get that fabric? Over there.
46.
Tell them Sean sent you.
So should we start with our Selvedge Bolts fabrics?
Yes.
Why not?
So my pile upside down.
I did ask Dibs if we could come and visit, and she did. I asked twice, and she did say yes. And we turned up, and she'd forgotten that we were coming. But we had a lovely time, didn't we? Circling through all the fabric. It was the first time lots of us had got to touch it in real life. And you were looking very specifically for shirt fabric.
Shirt fabric for James.
For James, he's got what Wednesday.
Loud Shirt Wednesday. His boss wants to have.
He's moving to Kuala Lumpur at the beginning of October, and apparently Loud Shirt Wednesday.
Loud Shirt Wednesday is going to be a thing. I thought I can accommodate that.
So you ended up there.
So I ended up with this, which is.
It's all beautifully folded. You're going to have to unfold it a little bit.
It's a cotton. But it doesn't.
It feels like a rayon.
It was advertised as a cotton, but it's beautiful. It doesn't feel remotely cotton-like. Oh yeah, this side isn't. There we go. It's got boats. Sorry,
lots.
Jane.
Yeah.
It's got boats. Which it's bold, but not.
It's not too in your face.
It's not loud. It's just bold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because James loves the sea. So.
Yes. So
it's
we thought that
fabric for him.
Mum also has some of the same to make Dad a shirt as well.
Yes.
There will be some navy stripes getting added to Dad's because there wasn't quite enough for full shirt for both.
And I got first dibs because I'm bigger than her.
So Mum got some of that as well. And then I was wearing my Dolce & Gabbana dress. Yeah. So when I turned up, Dibs was like, "Oh, you're wearing the dress."
Yeah. Then we found the fabric.
She happened to have a remnant of the lawn, and I actually wanted to buy it because as you guys know, I've got about 50 centimetres left over from my dress. But this was a 2.5 metre
remnant.
So it's perfect for a shirt.
It's perfect for a shirt.
And this should be
so soft.
So soft. And it should be leftovers so that I could have those to then make my shirt, which is great. But this is going to be for Loud Shirt Wednesdays.
Loud Shirt Wednesday as well.
And James has been told that if he drinks red wine whilst wearing this,
he's going to spend the rest of his life as a choir boy.
Yeah.
James has a habit of throwing red wine down everything I make him.
And a Dolce & Gabbana shirt, not allowed.
Not allowed, definitely. That was all I bought from
Dibs. Everything from Dibs for Nia was for baby
James,
which was very nice.
I am that kind of wife.
But Mum did. Now I found this one, and she's lucky she got it, to be fair.
It's gorgeous. It's a jersey.
There's 2.4 metres of it.
And it's a designer jersey.
Yes, from Italy. Somebody beginning with an M that I can't read his signature.
Mattiolo. Guy Mattiolo.
Because this one you need to see a little closer up. The other one, the prints were big enough. Isn't she lucky she got that? I saw it first.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
But you're planning on making a couple of tops with that, aren't you?
Yes, because I got enough, didn't I?
You got 2.4 metres.
2.4 metres. So yes, a couple of tops are coming.
Not sure, probably a Renfrew. and probably a long sleeve with the cowl neck, and then a short sleeve with a V or a scoop neck as well. And then
it has to be said, Dibs and Shirley are both adorable.
Yes.
Oh, if they do have open days, please go. It's worth it.
We were the first people that went to visit, but if she does do an open day, because she said she was going to, then highly recommend. They were very lovely. Yeah. And then Mum had spotted this, which again I'll hold up close for you guys.
Big roll in the corner.
Massive roll in the corner.
And it's, I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's kind of embroidered and it is very heavy. She'd ordered 20 metres of it. She was like, I don't know what to do with it.
It's a heavy canvas, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a heavy canvas.
She's like, I'm never going to be able to sell that, ever. Mum was like, I'm going to cover my steamer chair cushions with it. We were like, bags, you know, the Dior book tote. Dior book tote in this would be amazing, and that's a really easy bag to make, and you can see the little light bulb moment go on. So Mum got this for an absolute bargain, but if it goes up on the shop, I can imagine it will be a little bit more expensive. So we won't say how much you paid for it, but it was a bargain.
But it will make beautiful bags if there's bag makers out there.
And also canvas covers for your deck chairs if you so choose.
I feel like Erica needs some of that. Erica will need that.
Oh, Erica would love some of this.
Erica needs some of that.
Definitely. If there's any left over, we'll have to send it to her.
Erica, you need some of that.
That's Erica from Lavender and Twine, for those of you that aren't in the know. I went to Selvedge and Bolts with the intention of being really good and only buying the remnant of this striped silk, because it was on the website. There was 50 centimetres of it left. I was like, it was a remnant, and I was being good because it was my fabric buying brown. I wasn't going to get it until I got there, and it turns out there was 1 metre 25 of it left, because I was going to line the inside of a waistcoat with it because it's silk, and I just thought, oh, that'd be really fancy. I think I actually might be able to get a top and a waistcoat lining out of this little bit, so I bought that, and that was what I went for, and that was all I was going to get.
But
Mia saw this.
It wasn't me.
It was you.
It wasn't me, never did it.
She's a terrible influence. You say I'm a bad influence.
There's no photos, it didn't happen.
So this is an Escada rayon, and it's a Georgette. Let's see if I can find a... So it's very sheer. You can see my stripes through it. Very, very sheer. Very narrow. But I bought 5 metres of this because I thought this would be perfect for the Zimmerman dress that I want to try and recreate, and that I failed at in the polyester, because this was £17 per metre. So I am going to make a interim kind of try it out again dress, just to make the tweaks to the pattern, because as much as you guys were saying, oh, it's too covering up, you don't like it for this, that and the other, I think in the right fabric with tweaks, that is going to be a winner of a dress. I really, really like it. So that's what this was bought with the intention of making, but it won't be for a while.
Because it's sheer and it's got a slip under it, it won't seem so covered up.
Covered up and heavy, that's what I was thinking. And the polyester I made it from before, I was under the, I don't know why, I had just, it was sheer, but it's not this sheer.
Not sheer enough.
This is definitely going to work for that. It's going to look really, really pretty. And I am going to do the smocked detail on the yoke, and I'm going to put the smocking on the shearing on the cuffs and things like that. And I am going to style it better than I did with the polyester one.
Bulk as well, because that will gather so much.
Very much, yeah. It's going to be very nice. So yeah. That was my second purchase from Dibs, which was completely unintentional. It wasn't on the website, so I hadn't seen it. It's all her fault.
I'm innocent, Gov. I never did nothing.
Then we went to the Festival of Quilts on Friday. We made a beeline for the Lady McElroy Sherwood's stand, because the three of us were in our Savannah dresses, so we wanted to go and be like, hi! And I've been talking to the guys there for a very long time. As you guys probably know, I'm a huge Sherwood's fan, and it was nice to actually meet them in person. Things happened.
Yeah, big piles of things happened.
We're just going to pause for a second so we can get our fabrics into some kind of order.
There we go. I'm in order.
Okay.
Right, who's first?
Interlude over.
Interlude over. We're back.
Oh, so every single one of us bought fabric corsage, which surprises me, because Mum's had some before and said she didn't like it.
No, it was a dress I didn't like.
I thought it was the print you didn't like
well.
No. Or is the print grown on you?
Yes.
Did you find it just too much for a whole dress?
It was cream.
Oh,
And the
was
dress
chili
made
bags.
me look like a sack of potatoes, shall we say.
It really didn't, but it's how you feel. We keep saying this, and
Yeah,
I've been
it's how
saying
you
this a
feel
lot
in
recently.
something.
It's how you feel in something, so everybody else can tell you look fabulous. It's like those decades of style trousers on me. Everyone was so lovely about them. I did not feel brilliant in them, and the same for you. You look great in the dress, but if you don't feel good in it, that's going to show. So
you've got to charity.
Yeah.
So someone's
Is
enjoying
that the 8577?
No, it was a
So
girty
you could
dress.
have got a million other things out, just the skirt.
Yes. No, I mean, it was a nicely made dress, so there was no point cutting it out.
No, I did it properly.
Yeah. So yeah, we've all bought Cobra Corsage, and I went for the kiwi because I'd seen it online and it looked very lime online.
It did look very lime online.
And when they
It's
showed me it in
not
real
at
life,
all.
it was like, oh, that is beautiful. I nearly bought the mustard as well with the flowers and the snakes have all gone very purple on the mustard. I nearly bought that too, but I was only meant to be buying one loud print and then everything else was meant to go with the Savannah. So this is loud print number 1, and then Mum bought the navy.
Yeah. Which I think, I don't normally wear navy, but
it
actually
looks great
with
on
my
you.
grey hair.
Now that you've gone to grey hair,
Yeah.
I think it'll suit you.
The flowers and the snakes on this are leaning very kind of like ochre and
Yeah,
green, because
golden.
this is the original colour of all
Oh,
the
right.
so. But they've changed the snakes on this as well, and I really like how that's gone. And then Nia bought the chambray linen
Chambray linen, which is absolutely
on the original
heaven.
noir background.
lovely. I bought 5 meters of this because it's going to be, surprise, surprise, an 8577. Because who wouldn't in chambray linen?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I have this fabric on every base except this one. This is one of their newer ones that they've released. And this video is not sponsored by Lady McCalls. I
Not
wish it
remotely.
was.
Yeah.
But
Redmond, if you watch it.
but yeah, it's just one of those prints that I think it's become ubiquitous. Is that the correct use of that word?
It is the Lady McElroy print. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was the print that introduced me to the company.
And
Definitely.
all the bugs and snakes. How can I not wear a dress made out of this in Kuala Lumpur?
Absolutely. And you got 5 meters.
Yep.
Do you know what you're making with yours yet?
I think I'm going to make a
8577.
yeah, but with
With a half circle skirt.
Yes.
And then you'll probably have enough left over because I
For
can
a
get a Gertie tie front shirt out of an 8577 5 meter and 5
The
meter.
remnants
Yeah.
of the 5 metre.
So I'll
So-
probably get a shirt as well.
Definitely get a shirt out
Great.
of that. I bought 5 meters. I have no idea what I'm going to do with mine.
How would you describe that green? Because if it comes up on your video,
I would
the
say
same as it
kiwi
does
is a
online,
really
it
good
is like the inside of a
representation.
kiwi
Yeah, and
fruit.
when I was at the show, I told them that it looked really lime, and they actually rang the office and were like, "Dudes, can you please take down the first photo, because
It's
it's not right."
It's not right.
It's not doing justice
Yeah.
to the fabric. It's almost a grass green as well. that big
Yeah, or
grass.
like kind of a darker Granny Smith.
Yeah,
Very
actually,
soft.
yes, it is a
It's
grass
really
green.
soft.
Yeah.
I would say kiwi is a really good
Yeah.
name for it, definitely.
yeah.
And there's a bright yellow and a gold, and there is a difference between those two. And the gold one's the one with the purple flowers and snakes on it, and that is beautiful in real life as well.
It's lovely because some greens lean blue and some
Yeah.
greens lean yellow.
It's
And that's
definitely-
I think that's quite a neutral
Yeah,
green.
it's
I'd say it's in the
definitely-
middle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely
It's
green.
beautiful.
Because
It's
sometimes it
absolutely
can be
beautiful.
cold.
But I have no idea what I'm going to make with this. I bought 5 meters of it because it's me, and I like to have the options. No idea what I'm going to make with this one
We're
at
not
all.
allowed to have an 8577 in every colour.
I mean, I'm not ruling it out. I'm not ruling it out. Yeah, 8577 is my go-to for my cuts of Lady McElroy cotton lawns because it's just such a fabulous dress and it works for me. But I do like that 9345. That one. That is a really nice shirt.
That is a lovely one.
That only takes 3 meters, so I would have quite a lot left over to do something else with as well. So who knows what this is going to end up in. But this is loud. Oh no, hang on. This is loud print number 2 because my first one was my Escada. So I'm only buying one loud print. Number 2.
Number 2, yeah.
Okay.
That one.
I'm going to do another one because I have a
Yeah.
little bit more than you.
Yeah.
So whilst I was there, Raymond said, "Have you seen this print?" He knows his audience. I said, yes, I have seen that print. I love it. It's kind of like the print goes in stripes across the fabric. I've decided that I am going to make the Gertie tie front shirt with this one. So we cut it. The lady was so lovely. She cut it for me in such a way that I was like, I can get the print properly placed. So I have 1.6 meters of this. Bears, camping and wildlife, it says on the road signs on there. I have no idea what this print is called. It's one of their newer ones. It's a cotton lawn It's going to be the Gertie shirt. Loud print number 3.
Again, it's not loud, it's bold.
Oh,
it's not loud.
It's not in your, yeah, but it definitely, I mean, it could go as a Savannah.
It could actually.
Yeah.
But it's not,
Yeah.
it wasn't what I had promised to do. Nia clearly likes the linen chambray.
Yeah, I'm loving the linen chambray because I got it in this one.
So she got it on the foliage canopy on the linen
This
chambray.
one as well.
How much of that one did you get?
I think I did 3 of this one.
It's lovely.
What-
I'm not like Sian, I don't have that photographic memory of what I bought, who I bought it from, how much of it I bought material from a shop at the Festival of Quilts.
Isn't it pretty?
Isn't it lovely?
Do you know what your, what is it a 6696?
6696 I think with that one, because
You have
that's my go-to.
You have perfected the
I
fit
have
on that one,
perfected the
haven't
fit
you?
on 6696
So
and
again-
it's so comfortable.
I have that print on every base except the linen
this one,
chambray.
she's not having it, I'm hiding it.
Yeah, you be careful, it might come home with
I
it.
am planning on doing a foliage canopy collection at some point in the future, and I
Yeah.
will get some of that because I think it's going to make some really nice wide leg trousers.
It feels fabulous.
It does
It's
feel
beautiful.
really, really fabulous, and because it's got the chambray element in it, it doesn't crease as much as
No.
pure linen would be. And at $15.90 a metre, it's also not as expensive as pure
No.
linen would be. I haven't used. I've got it on the Savannah base, funnily enough, so you'll be seeing it soon. I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be
So
brilliant.
I would happily pay $15.90 for a plain linen, but to get it with the Lady McElroy print on
Yeah.
it, it's
And
a
they were
bargain.
doing an amazing show discount. It was 15% off, and
Yeah.
they're doing that this weekend as well. And you're seeing this on Sunday, so the discount is still on. Just saying.
Just enabling.
Again, this video is not sponsored.
They were so lovely though. They were such
They
a
were
nice
so
team.
lovely.
They were absolutely beautiful.
This apparently is Liberty.
Yes, so they told me. It actually is the brown that's the outside,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you saw the brown first, didn't you? And then saw the
It was on the
lilac.
roll with the brown facing
Yes.
out. So I'm taking it away from you so I can show these guys so we can get a bit closer. So it has a very beautiful print, and then it's a twill on the inside, a really nice brown twill. I think the print's the outside,
You
and this
do?
is the
Oh,
inside.
yeah.
Oh, definitely. I mean, why would you put that
I
as an
like
inside
your
of a fabric?
idea, having that as a little peek through in the
But-
inside. I like that.
Again, when both sides look as nice as these do, it's completely up to you which is the right and wrong side. You make the rules. So yeah, you've bought 3 meters of this. I made you buy 3 meters of this because you want to make a jacket with it, don't you?
Yes.
And you want to use it contrasting.
Yes.
So we've got the print at some points of interest, and then the brown.
It is the most gorgeous shade of brown.
It's,
as well.
it's a
like,
love-
so
it's
hard to
just the
describe
brown I love.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
kind of between
real
milk and
deep
dark chocolate.
cocoa.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not quite a milk chocolate bar, and it's not quite a
No.
dark chocolate bar.
Was that dark milk
Yeah.
from that company?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
With
yes.
the
yeah.
purple wrapper that
Yeah.
we probably can't mention.
I mean, you totally can, but again, it's not sponsored by Cadbury's. But if anyone from Cadbury's is watching, hi! You don't know what jacket yet, do you?
No.
We're going to have a look through because
Yeah.
I've got quite a lot of jacket patterns that I think might work for you. So we're going to have a look through and see what ones you like.
Yes.
'Cause I
It needs
think-
a bit of shape, but a bit
Yeah.
not too short for me. I need to get
And
up to
I-
my hips.
I mean, I'm not suggesting the loop-in jacket, but the loop-in jacket has these lapels that fold back.
That's what I want. Yes.
Something
so I
like,
can-
because the loop-ins are cropped jackets, so that's not going to work for you.
Right.
But there's something where you can really
Yeah.
show off the 2 sides of the
Yeah.
print. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's beautiful.
It would be lovely in a
It is
blazer
giant
shade.
as well.
Like the
I
Jessica
didn't
blazer
realise
shade.
it was Liberties when I bought it, but they said yes, it's Liberties.
I think when the price came up, it was like, oh, and it was like, yeah, it's Liberty. And I'm like, oh.
Ooh.
Because Sherwood Fabrics don't just stock like Lady McElroy, they do stock a lot of other stuff as well. It's my go-to for Lady McElroy because they have all of the prints because they're the same, based at the same place as Lady McElroy in the UK, which we are hoping to go and visit in September.
Is that black or navy?
Navy.
It's navy, isn't it?
Yeah. That was
So I'm really going
You were
navy.
very restrained at the Lady McElroy store.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have one more print to show you on 2 bases. So whilst I was there, this was the print that they were launching at the show this year, and they did say that they've left it a little bit late for summer this year, but they are doing this giant lemon, which is very Dolce & Gabbana, and you can have it on the black or on the white, and clearly I have both. Whilst I was there, they were like, do you like this print? And I was like, yes. And then they were like, well, let us cut you through 3 meters of each. It'd be really nice to see what you do with it. And I was just like, oh, how much is it? And they're like, no, for you.
So no pressure, but it needs to be fabulous.
Yeah.
No pressure.
So, I mean, technically these are PR products sent for review or given to me for review, but again, we all know I'm a Lady McElroy Sherwood fan, so they're lovely. They're the cotton lawns. I've got 3 meters of each. I'm thinking one of these is going to be a Doris dress because I absolutely love that. And yeah, you guys have all been going crazy for that Doris dress that I showed you the other day. So I'm thinking one of them is going to be that. And then I think I want to do a shirt and skirt combo with the other. I am not also ruling out going back and buying a couple more meters of each, so that I have 5 meters of each to do something like the grace dress with then the overshirt, because that could work really well.
Make
So
a skirt and shirt combo in both, and then you can mix and match and have the black skirt with the white top and the white top with the black.
I was thinking about that. That is also a possibility. So
Because they do look nice together.
Yeah, but I love these. I love these, and this
beautiful.
is their new collection, and it does feel just so beautiful. And I can imagine that they will do the same thing that they usually do, and this will end up coming out on their different bases at some point in the future as well. Lab print number
974.
4. We're going to class that as 1
That's
because it's the
cheating.
same print. Okay,
No, it's
4 and 5.
cheating.
But I also didn't buy these,
No.
so. But still, lab prints number 4 and 5 of the 1 that I was buying at the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
then,
I do a lab print.
now technically this was not bought at the show, but we told you about Loud Shirt Wednesdays for James.
Yeah.
Nia found this.
I think I found this at Minerva, but don't quote me again because I do not have the photographic memory. Sian does, but look.
I'm not sure I need to bring this any closer for you to be able to discern what the print is. But it's a lobster. I mean, we need to find out where that came from, because I think I actually might need some, because I've got a blue lobster dress.
We might need some for
I'll
Dad
go through my
as well.
emails
Yeah, I think
and
Dad
I'll
would
find
like
it and I'll let you know, and then you can stick it in somewhere on
think
the
that's a
editing,
good idea.
can't you?
Yeah,
We'll link it down below.
James and Dad are going to have so many matching shirts.
Why not? Scary.
But yeah, this is going to be. And which pattern do you use for James's shirts? I'm going to give that back to you so you can start.
I have started using the sew over at Hackney,
but
I've got. It was an old shirt pattern that you gave me years ago.
Okay, it was a
that
bird or
I think it was a
or a McCalls.
McCalls.
It was
I think it was a
yeah.
McCalls one, and I've had to tweak it because he's quite broad-shouldered
Yeah.
and long. So I've perfected it now. Did a wide shoulder adjustment. Check me out. And lengthened it slightly for him, so I know that pattern fits him perfectly now. I just need to finagle short sleeves onto it.
So that technically wasn't bought at the show.
Wasn't bought at the show,
she
but I
wanted
had to show you because it's so nice.
Should we do our stitch fabrics?
Yes, I've only got one of those because I was very restrained.
I've got 2, and I was very restrained as well. Mum has 3.
Oh, do I? Oh,
do.
right.
That's
You weren't restrained.
No.
You went all in.
Yeah. So I went to the show with the intention of going to Stitch Fabrics to buy my 1 loud print, and then everything else was going to be matching fabrics for the Savannah. Have I said that enough? That was my intention, and I already knew what my loud print was going to be from Stitch Fabrics. So it was going to be this green linen, and I loved it in person, but it was a bit stiffer, and I haven't really worked with linen in such a way that I know what I like wearing in it, because I was thinking a dress and I was thinking, oh, I don't know. So I decided not to go for the linen, and I asked the guy, do you have the rose print that looks like somebody's watercoloured them? You had them online and it sold out immediately because basically Rachel bought all of it. And he was like, oh, he kept showing me rose prints. I was like, that's not the one, that's not the one. And then he found it, and it's this one. I mean, they're giant roses. So this is bold print number 6, and I bought 5 meters of this, and it's a cotton. It feels like a cotton voile. It is so lightweight and floaty. So yeah, 5 meters of this. I will try and link it down below if they've put any online, but at the show I think they're going to sell this out and they won't have any more of it. It's beautiful.
It's just too eye-catching, isn't it? It was drawing everybody's eye.
The minute because it was buried right underneath,
Yeah.
I found it, and then I pulled it out, and everyone was like, "Ooh."
No, they were like wasps around a honey pot once it had arrived on the surface.
Yeah, and Rachel had made her way over by that point as well, and it was just like, she's like, yeah, I got some of that.
She's also an enabler.
Yes. terrible.
She's
terrible.
not getting away scot-free in
No,
this video.
terrible
Rachel,
at
you're a bad woman.
And we love you.
Yeah. Oh, it was so nice to see people in real life.
Oh,
again,
it was
wasn't
just lovely.
Rachel and Judy and Lee. Lee was lovely.
Yeah. This was my one big bold print. So this is bold print number 6, and I got
Your one
5
big bold
meters
print.
of it. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. It's going to be something that doesn't have too many seams or anything in it, so I don't disturb the roses too much. So it very well may
And the dress.
end up being an Anna dress with a big skirt, and then a shirt, because again I can get that out of a small amount of fabric. Oh, it could be a Doris strip. No, it's got a lot of panels in the skirt. That might work though. So yeah, bold print number 6, and then Mum has this print on green silk.
I have it on green silk. She said, "You've got that." I said, "No, I haven't."
But I have, but just on a different
On
base.
green silk.
Yeah.
So this is a linen, and again I'm going to take it out to show you because you
very
need to
really
see that. I mean, we can understand why Mum has this print on 2 bases now, because it is very, very Mum.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 meters of this one.
Yes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her dress.
In fact, no, you have 3.5 meters of this one.
Right.
Because he's written, I'm looking down here, I've got a cheat sheet.
Bless him, he wrote it all down for me.
But a cheat sheet. It was £16 a metre. It's going to be some kind of dress. Which again, it could be your 8577 with the half circle skirt. You'll get that out. That's why I think I talked her into the extra half metre, just in case. But it is beautiful, and it's so your colours.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I saw it, and then she said I had it, and
But you do, just on a
I went
different
back to it. I thought, no, I haven't got you. And then we remembered, didn't we?
Yes.
It was the green silk.
But does having it mean we can't have more?
Oh no, I mean
No,
Cobra
no.
Corsage
Yeah.
on like
That's
their.
okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm just checking the rules.
Oh yeah, no, totes.
Yeah, sure. Panic.
So you've got 3.5 meters of that one, which
Yeah.
is going to be a shirt dress, probably the 8577 with a half circle skirt, because we've agreed that you love that bodice.
Yes, yes. Wearing it
Oh,
again
bodice
at the
is
quilt show, I suddenly remembered. Oh, I do like this.
Yeah. We had a little flip flop on that, didn't
Yeah,
we?
because
Yeah.
I've lost my sojo, so we're trying to get it back, and at the moment it's not there.
And she's not listening to my advice,
No.
and she's making things that she doesn't know that she likes, and it's not been working, has it?
No.
So you can listen to my advice this time, might you?
Yes, definitely.
You
Yes,
think
I've made another thing for the charity shop.
and it's beautifully made. And
Oh, it's
somebody was
beautifully
thinking
made.
It's a tunic, and
Yeah.
a colour blocked tunic, but it just Mum wants a knit top. Actually, the one Nia's wearing now is basically what Mum wants.
Yes.
So we're stealing this pattern.
Yes.
And she's going to try making it in a knit fabric, not one of the precious ones, not like the designer one. No. Gonna
Start on a
wearable muslin first.
Yeah.
You bought more shirt fabrics, didn't you? Because you've only got one from Stitch Fabrics.
Only one from Stitch Fabric.
I've got one more to show you from Stitch Fabrics, so we'll don't worry,
We'll sort it. Well, you know, no, I'm sure that was mine.
It's going in Nia's
It's on
file.
my file. If anybody wanted to know, this is the boho tunic from Wardrobe by Me, and it's very easy to make, and it's beautiful. It's very comfortable.
And you're wearing something you had made in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
No, this is one I made.
You made this
Yeah,
one. Do
this
you
is
remember
the,
which shirt it is?
Shirt.
Melilo.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Melilo. And I am sporting Nia's loungewear.
Yeah.
Because it's really cold.
And she's a lizard.
Yeah, I only bought rayon dresses with me, and I didn't want to put one of those on because I was cold, but it's actually really warm out here because one of my jumper's back there.
I
We're in
bought
the
the
conservatory,
material
so-
in
It's
India. In
India, right?
Yes. And
But
then
you have made
I
it.
brought this home and I made it myself.
And as
Yeah.
much as we love the sun, it's gone in, and it's nice now because we can see.
Yeah, we're not squinting at you. This is going to be the longest video ever because we haven't seen each other for so long. We're just sitting and chatting. I hope you're enjoying this.
It's 2.5 years since I've been here. It's just wonderful.
So we'll do another one of Mum's because she's
Okay.
got 3.
Okay.
This was £10 per metre, and so it might be a rayon.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a burn test because he wasn't quite sure, was he,
wasn't
bless him.
No.
But again, I'm going to take it away from you and show
Okay.
them up close. It's like a crinkle. I don't know if you got
It's not one I would normally have gone for. I don't
Yeah,
think, but
really
I just
bright.
loved it.
pretty, and there's a lot of purple in there, which Mum
Yeah,
doesn't usually
no.
avoid like the plague.
Yeah.
But you've got 2 meters of it. It was £10 a metre, and you're going to make a shirt of some description.
I think
out of it,
I was
aren't you?
thinking it would be. Oh no, this
Oh,
is
it's
the
viscose. It's
Yeah.
100% viscose.
Yeah, this is the muslin fodder. This.
Yeah, I mean it is really, really pretty. Very pretty indeed. And you do like those crinkly fabrics, don't
Yeah, I
you?
do. I
Look at
do.
nice tunic.
Yeah.
I've got another tunic pattern by the same company as well.
And it would make a really nice one of those.
Heart,
It would,
I think it's called
definitely.
a heart tunic, something like that.
So keeps going in.
It's all going on my back.
So Nia found this Lily of the Valley
I found
viscose.
this one, which is just lovely.
Gorgeous. Again,
It's listed as the Italian.
and they have this in
soft
lots of colours.
silky rayon. So he said, if I search for the Italian soft silky rayon on
They've
the
got lots of
site,
prints
they've got
in this.
lots of prints in it. But he said you'll know how it feels, and it feels amazing. If you like a
It does
really
feel like
soft
silk, doesn't
silky
it?
rayon,
Yeah.
highly recommend the Italian soft silky rayon
From Stitch Fabrics.
Stitch Fabrics.
Again, this
It's
video is
beautiful.
not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but it's lovely.
Yeah. And you only wanted 2 meters of it.
I only wanted 2 meters, but there was 3 3/4 left on the roll, and he looked at me with these puppy dog eyes, and I couldn't, because he would have had to rehome it somewhere else, so it had to come home with me. The man looked at me with the puppy dog eyes, not the fabric.
Well, I don't know.
The fabric looked at me with the
I
puppy
think
dog eyes.
So this one, they had it up. When you go to Stitch Fabrics, they festoon the stall with fabric up the top, and then they have lots of rolls at the bottom. They've had this on the site for a very long time. It's Dolce & Gabbana fabric as well, although they don't say that. It is. You can see it on the Dolce & Gabbana runway. Rachel's got 3 meters of this. It was £35 a meter. It's silk. If I'd have had an unlimited budget, then I totally would have bought 3 meters for any dress. But I got 1.25 meter of ta-da! Not pineapples. So I'm thinking this is going to be one of my cow neck 6563 woven t-shirts, and then there's going to be enough to line something with it as well. I would love a dress in this, but at £35 a metre, and this was the first stop of the day after after the Savannah purchase, but after Lady McElroy, we went. Our strategy was Lady McElroy, Stitch Fabrics, then wherever our fancy took us.
Are we able to pause and carry on in a second?
Yeah.
Because it's raining.
Oh, it's going to start getting out, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking more about your clothes. So I want to run out and get your
yes.
dresses off the line.
Quick rescue of dresses.
Quick rescue.
Dress rescue complete.
Well done, Nia.
Yeah, no, I was supposed to only buy one loud print, right? And I saw this one, and they still had some left, and I would have bought 3 meters of it, but it's £35 a meter, so I decided I will have a top, and then that will be it for my loud prints for the day. So loud print number
This
7.
is at the beginning, yes.
Loud print number 7. But I mean, it's just beautiful, and it feels like the kind of silk that's not going to be an absolute pig to work with as well. It doesn't feel like that shifty water fabric that you look at it and breathe on it the wrong way and it's going to disappear. But it has a really lovely drape, having said that. So yeah, loud print number 7 of 1. And then Mum fell in love with this print.
Well, this was the first one I saw. It's a crinkly one again.
Not as crinkly as the white one, but there are some, you can just see there. So it's a really pretty.
And then he said to me, well, that's £4 a metre. And I went, oh, I will have it then.
Yeah. It's all very expensive. Very expensive.
It will do for muslin.
Wearable muslin.
Yeah.
It is a polyester, but
Yes.
you really like the print, didn't you?
I just like the print, and I'm not so worried about polyester.
I mean, it's a really nice feeling one as well. Like some of the polyesters I've worked with recently have felt really plastic.
And how much did I get?
You got 3 meters of
3
that one.
meters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't fold it here, so.
again, so that's why it's all just ending up in a pile.
Yeah, it's like a really nice little silky dressing gown slip on.
Yeah, or a summer dress. Yeah, sort of, yeah.
So I think we probably ought to do a little bit more of mine because I did buy
Yeah,
more than everybody else.
She did have suitcases full.
So there was Timeless Treasures and a couple of other stands. If you bought 4 meters of fabric, you could get a free panel. So Mum bought 3 meters of fabric and then asked me to buy the last meter, which is fine. And she was like, I've seen this really pretty peacock fabric. So I went over and I got this one.
Can't see a peacock on it.
Peacocks with whiskers.
It's putty cats and it's newspaper print, and I think there's the Sphinx cat. I mean, look at that face. So I bought 1 3/4 meters of this for a shirt. Probably the Gertie tie front shirt. I just think this is so adorable. I don't buy quilts and cottons very often anymore because I have a lot of them in my stash, but and Mum needed her free panel, so I had to do it. So lab print number 8.
The free
Of
panel
one.
Mum needed that I've got.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so yes, this is the free panel.
That Mum needed, but it's mine now.
Well, it was one of those things where it was just like, if I just 1 more metre and I get a free panel, so it was like, well, it'd be rude not to.
It's got lots.
Lots and lots, and it's perfect for masks, isn't it?
It is,
Yes.
but Rhiannon did point out who's getting the marijuana leaves. Marijuana leaves. Who's
And
wearing
ice
that?
creams and dinosaurs and
Llamas and sloths.
and avocados.
Avocados.
Yeah.
So
There's some really pretty
There's
ones
all
like that,
sorts. Yeah.
actually. So I'm just going to make them all into masks.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
yeah, and they may well have even printed it with that kind of
Specifically,
thing
yeah,
because they
yeah.
are
Kind
very
of size,
sized.
isn't it?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
very specifically sized.
For the masks I do, it's just not
They're
quite big
enough,
enough.
are they? But
But
for
for
just the little folded sides.
They're
Yeah, Mum does the
perfect.
curved front ones,
Yeah.
but again, you've not seen that because I'm trying.
Patrick's.
Patrick Grant's
Yes.
mask, yes.
Yeah.
But although he has changed it, he's updated his to a folded print. Because if you Google Patrick Grant mask now, it comes up with the pleated ones.
Pleated ones.
Yes, but I am trying to keep this a COVID-free zone, so no more mask talk.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Mum also came across. We went to Bombay stores. They had 2 stands. Mum came across these remnant bags. So I've ended up with this kind of like 3 cuts of this charcoaly grey. It's really, really soft though, because I've had some stuff like this before. It's been really itchy. This is really soft. So I ended up with 3 remnants of that, and then 2 pieces of this, which works really well with Savannah. So these aren't loud prints. These are what I went for. So I have a couple of pieces of this, and I should be able to get some kind of a jumper out of both of those. And it was £2 for the bag. Mum was going, we were like digging through. She was like, oh, look at this one. It was like, no, let's not go crazy, but wear one each.
I've got this colour, and
So
there's
we're
quite a
moving
lot
on.
of it.
Yeah.
But it will need a wash, yes,
Yeah.
for sure. But it's very soft. It's lovely. That's 2 bits of that, so I think I'll be able to get something decent out of that. And 1 piece of this.
Which is kind of like more cherry-ish
Yes.
when you compare it to the maroon.
And if I can't, they would actually go together.
Yeah.
And I can get something.
And again, great wearable muslin fodder for
Yeah.
jumpers that you've not tried before, like I did with the Sheridan. I gave it to you, but I don't know if you...
Yeah.
I gave you the fabric, the green...
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Yeah,
Yes, I
Definitely
haven't
needs
used it
washing.
yet.
Oh, and I got that in my packet
Yes.
as well.
Some
Which I'm
random,
really not sure what to do with.
random black and white stripe,
Is it
stretchy.
woven?
It
Oh,
is
it's a
stretch.
Yeah.
Make a nice Breton style t-shirty top.
It'll
How
be.
has it got crosswise stretch?
It's only 2-way stretch.
Oh, yeah, it's weird.
But it'll be wearable muslin fodder
Yeah.
again, so that's great. You went to Bombay
I
stores
went to
as well.
Bombay stores because James wanted some more of the, again not sponsored, Wardrobe by Me cargo shorts, which I've perfected the fit on for him. And he wanted them in a rusty terracotta that would fade
Pinky salmon.
pinky salmon.
I mean that's
It's army
cooked
officer
salmon.
thing.
Oh no, that's sushi salmon, and then
Sushi salmon, and then hopefully it'll fade into a softer.
It's already got cat fluff on it.
It's already-
It's already got grey floof on it.
But this was a 2 metre by 1.5 metre cut for $12.99, and it's a really quite a nice thick
Twill,
cotton
yeah.
drill, cotton twill type of fabric. So I thought for $12.99 that's a bargain.
That would actually go really well with the Savannah as well. I don't know, it's the right corally pink for the
That's right,
Savannah.
corally
Yeah.
pink.
So if you want some of, because I've got 30 metres of Savannah and viscose, so if you want a shirt for James, I can definitely get
to go with it.
Yeah,
I
and
might
it's
even, I don't know how much Savannah I've got left from making my Southport dress. I know
Yeah.
I've got some, but I don't know how much.
yeah. So whilst I was at Bombay stores, I got some double gauze in this. Now, what colour would you say that? Because it's kind of orangey, rusty.
I'd say it's terracotta.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, this goes really, really well with the
Rusty
Savannah.
terracotta.
There are lots of different colours in the Savannah. It's not just the green. There's kind of corals through to rust as well. So I got 3 metres of this double gauze from Bombay stores and 3 metres of, I'm going to have to get close and show you this one because you need to see the detail. 3 metres of this embroidered cotton that I'm going to make a skirt from. And again, there's this colour in the Savannah print as well. So it's going to look really, really pretty with this as a pleated and gathered skirt. And then the Savannah, I'm going to make a shirt and a drape neck 6563 t-shirt from the Savannah viscose as well. So I think that's going to make a really nice outfit. And they were from Bombay stores. So I think I ought to, I've got to go after this as Nia's out.
Nicely done.
We definitely have shopped it, but we all went to Higgs and Higgs Next. When we go, we kind of meet up and have coffee in the morning, then we go our separate ways. So Nia goes off with your mum.
Yeah, she
I
likes
go
to
off.
look at the quilts.
Yeah, I go with mum. Rachel and Judy went off, and Lee went off as well. And then we kind of agreed to come back and meet together and sort of show off our wares and have lunch together, and then do the same sort of thing. We at different points we all ended up at Higgs and Higgs, and you got.
I got this lovely, sort of a petrol blue.
And I'm going to get a bit closer because it's got hatch.
It's linen again. It's got that lovely linen slub pattern in it.
Yeah, let's get there we go, a less creased part. Joys of linen.
Yeah. Which, believe it or not, are going to be another pair of shorts for James. And again, not sponsored, a wardrobe by me, the summer pants and shorts, which is a much easier pull-on elasticated waist, soft, lightweight
James
type
did
shorts.
really well at
James
this
has done
fabric.
really well out
didn't
of this, yeah. I must like him or something.
I think you've kept him for like 12 years now.
Well, yeah, I've kept him for a while now.
So Mum went digging through the remnant part
Yes,
for me,
I
which
like
was
remnants.
very, very nice of her. And then Higgs and Higgs had done it really well, hadn't
They
they?
had.
They were all in their own individual baggies. They were labelled with the amount in there, the price and what they were. It was very well done. So Mum found 1.7 metres of black double gauze. You never worked with double gauze before, have you?
Never, no.
Never even heard of really what it was.
No, I had no idea.
Mum's got that, and it was a tenner
£10.
for 1.77 metres.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
And then I found this online, and if you look at my Pinterest board for my August capsule collection plans, this was on there in 3 colours, and I liked the mustard with the Savannah the best. And this was £15 a metre, and I got 2.5 metres of this. 1.70 m for a tenner is a bargain. I mean, this one's more expensive because it does have the gold dots on it. I really liked this with the Savannah as well, and I'm planning on making a shirt with giant sleeves, because this is me we're talking about, so giant sleeves. So yeah, that was Higgs and Higgs. And then we went to, it was Roy the textile guy. I hadn't heard of them before. I put all the programs in the bin, in the recycling bin. But it was
textile.
something like that.
Yes.
Right outside the VIP bit.
Yes.
We found this one for Mum. She got 3 metres of it. It's a really heavyweight jersey, and to me,
I think that is muscle shirt.
it looks like
it is.
it looks like muscles.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
So we got 3 metres of that for you because you wanted to do a dress with it.
Yeah, it is quite thick actually,
it's a
isn't
thicker,
it?
Be
it's a
lovely autumn
modal.
and winter.
Yes.
It's a modal jersey. It was £12 per metre. He's like, I can't get any more of this, and it's beautiful. I think somebody bought it after Mum finished with the roll as well. Are you making a dress from this one, or are you doing 2 tops?
I was going to do 2 tops, just a summery one and then a wintry one, but I might do a dress actually.
I think that would make a
It
lovely
would make a
autumn
very nice
winter
dress.
Yeah.
that you could just wear with black opaque tights
Mm.
and black shoes.
And you know a pattern, don't you, that might...
I mean, this would even work. You've got 3 metres of it. Your scuba pattern, you know, the...
Yes.
And you like that, and this would look great in that.
Yeah.
So that's the 8942, I think. I have that right, 8947. It's meant to be a woven, but Mum and I have smooshed it into a jersey pattern. I never would have thought of doing it, but Mum's like, no, I want to make it out of scuba, so we made it work.
It did.
It did, and I now have 11 of them.
Really?
12?
Oh, wow.
Probably 14 actually, thinking about
Yeah.
it. But that was from that guy, and then I found, again, this is going to be the Savannah collection. So this is kind of like a batik green rayon, and we helped because I was wearing my Savannah dress purposefully so I could hold fabrics up to myself and get opinions on it from Mum. And I was just going to take a swatch, and I thought, no, you know what, the dress is going to be a better way of doing this. So there was just over, I think it was 3.1 metres of this. I would like to make an Eve out of it, but I am making an Eve out of the Savannah Visco. So I think this is going to be a really big sleeved pirate style shirt with tight cuffs and big collar, because it's going to go really well with the mustardy prints that the mustardy solids that I have, that I'm going to make trousers and waistcoats out of. And it's also going to look really nice with the Savannah skirt and trousers that I'm going to make as well. So I think that's what this one's going to be. I've got 3 metres of it because the sleeves are giant. They take up an entire metre by themselves. I may end up with enough for something else like a t-shirt or a Ogden cami or something like that, but I might not. But that was from the same shop that Mum got the muscles from. And then you have got the rest of yours is for a quilt, isn't it?
Yes,
or
I
a table
escaped.
runner.
I escaped.
She was late for lunch. We were all sitting there waiting for her to come back so we could start eating. And she was just like, I'll just be a minute, because I herded her bag.
Yeah.
15 minutes later, I gave her a ring. It's like, Mum, where are you? She's like, I'm coming. 10 minutes later, she turned up. So yeah, she escaped. But we've got, from Bombay Stores, we've got 2 meters of this wool felt, because you want a table runner that you can play cards on, that isn't slippery. So it's going to be pretty on the top, and then this is the base, so that you can then turn it around and then play cards on the felt. And
She's
it's a
going
brilliant
to
idea.
fit the table
Yes.
top, so you can have it as a, leave it on if you want to just have it pretty.
Yes, it's pretty, but then you turn it over
Yeah.
and it's basically a card playing table, which is brilliant.
I've
So
done
that's-
a runner, haven't I?
Yeah.
This is, so it's something else.
So that's the base, and then you found...
Lots.
I bought my Joanne bags, I bought all of them and they all got
They're
used.
brilliant. I was looking for a charcoal grey background because our kitchen is charcoal grey. It's all fluffed, yes.
I don't know how,
Um,
it's been in the bag.
And I saw this first and I thought, ooh, that would make a nice accent. It's the back, it's the sort of,
It's a batik, isn't it?
yes, and it's for the background. And then this is a smoky black. It's
There's a little
It's
bit
got
of variation in that one.
variation in it.
And cat fluff.
So they're the sort of, yes. And I've
Just
saw
adding
gold,
texture.
and I just thought, oh,
You got to.
It's mum that we're talking about.
yeah, you got to have gold. And then with that,
Laying them out all very nicely for you.
Yeah. Let's get them in the right order.
there are these, and then obviously all the scraps that I've got in my
So
huge.
we have a really nice selection of coordinating prints there to make this tabletop. Runner, card mat.
card mat, whatever.
Yeah, it's a really pretty pile of fabric.
I think it is.
Yes.
I'm really pleased with it.
And this is what Mum, her timeless treasures, like, 3 meters of fabric basically in there. That was your ticks on that one, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
So that was it for you.
Yep.
And then I've only got 2 more to show
And
you.
strangely enough, Sean's still going.
I've only got 2 more. If you look at my August capsule collection ideas for prints around the savannah, I was looking for spots, stripes and gingham. And there was no gingham anywhere.
No, it's really
And I got
scarce.
and there wasn't really any stripes either, other than quilting cotton, and I don't mind it, but I was trying to avoid it. I wanted shirting. So went to Fabrics Galore, and they had a couple of ginghams, but I decided to go with this kind of dark bottle green one, because there is this colour in the savannah as well. Then this wasn't out on the stand, it was behind the counter, and when I finally got to the front of the queue, I was like, can I have a look at that one as well? And it's a sage green, so again, it goes really well with savannah. And I got 3 meters of each for probably shirts and tops. I may make a dress out of one of these, but I'm thinking probably separates because of how I want to pair everything together. Yeah, 3 meters of each of those. They were £9 per meter, and that was me done.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. Successful day.
Wow.
So my 1 bold print and then all my coordinating fabrics. I got 9 bold prints.
9 bold prints plus all the coordinating.
Yeah,
fabrics.
yeah. So wasn't quite what I had intended, but then we all know I'm a sucker for print.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the dresses that are now drying.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had a fabulous time, haven't we?
Oh,
It was just
brilliant.
so lovely. Our trip to Northampton, we went to see Dibs at Selvedge and Bolts, and then we
Yeah.
went to the smoke pit, which if you're ever in South, it's my manager took me there twice actually, I think now.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those ones that's like, if you ever go to Northampton and you like that kind of food, oh, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's so worth it.
delicious.
Nia very kindly did us a packed lunch for the Festival of Quilts. It's kind of a tradition now.
we
Yeah.
have.
And it's
It's
Wondrous for
couscous
lunch,
with
with
lots of little
bits.
bits that you then make your own lunch with. It's just so good. So we've had a wonderful time.
We have. We've had a lovely weekend.
and it's just so nice to be in the real world.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Feeling fabric.
driving for the first time
Yeah.
on the mainland in 2 years
Yeah.
was a little terrifying.
It was funny.
Nia hadn't to coach me there and coach me back, because I'm just not used to we don't have a motorway on the Isle of Wight. We have a little bit of dual carriageway, but yeah, first time on the mainland in 2 years in the car, it was just a bit like, well, but it's fine, nobody died.
No,
No, guys.
no, we got here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get back.
If you don't ever see us again, then I'm just driving around the M25 lost. We don't need to go on the M25, so I'm really lost.
You're really
We've got problems. Yeah, I won't let that happen.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, my battery's dying. We've run an entire battery out, so we need to say goodbye. So
Okay.
thank you very much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.
Bye.